According to the latest world census, 88 million people live in the Philippines.
And there's a dark side to that statistic. Hidden in those numbers are tens of thousands of homeless children. They wander the streets of Manila, abused and at risk. KGMB9's Jim Mendoza and photographer George HURD recently traveled to the Philippines. Tonight, the first of two reports on a journey of hope.
The Philippines is a third world country. We saw poverty and we saw the plight of the children of the street. The Philippines rings with color and culture. As big as the buildings that make up Metro Manila. Sidewalks are crowded, traffic is slow. Traffic jams happen all hours of the night and day. There are 12 million people living within Manila's city limits, and some say that makes this the most densely populated metropolis in the world.
Peace, each and leader.
Manila is also a city of the privileged and the poor. Tens of thousands live in sidewalk shanties or on the street. For them, money is hard to come by, especially for the vulnerable masses of street children.
The poverty of being hopeless is the worst kind of poverty that we can deal with.
Philippine street children are either runaways or they have been abandoned, and the plight is no respecter of persons. Street kids sleep on cardboard boxes. They beg for money and food. Gian is 13. What are you afraid of?
Gaya po ng pang-abuse. Abuses. They're prone to abuses.
Abuses of street children are rampant. Many are attacked, many are raped. Some are jailed with pedophiles. Some become prostitutes. Many of the girls get pregnant long before they're ready to become parents.
Agnes is already 16 years old. She had Jason. She doesn't have a husband. We have 7 pregnant teenage patients.
How young is the youngest?
The youngest is a 14-year-old girl.
An outreach organization called Childhope Asia Philippines helps street kids, dispensing medical care out of a mobile clinic. While the doctor treats sicknesses and sores, counselors try to teach the basics of hygiene, even though the elements of life in the street constantly work against them.
There are big hope for these children, so these children are planning. They still have a lot of plan for themselves.
This day, street educators play a video from the back of a van. Kids who have never had a home see what normal life looks like. They are outsiders looking in.
If you change one life of a child, then you're almost perfect. You're almost perfect human being in the eyes of the children and in the eyes of God.
Starvation is the main foe. Even with funding help, Childhope can't afford to feed all 1,500 street kids it counsels every year. With food scarce, many street children turn to sniffing glue. The cheap high hides their hunger.
My youngest patient was a 6-year-old boy.
UNICEF estimates 70,000 Filipino children live on the streets of Metro Manila. There are 1.2 million of them throughout the Philippines. Every day is a study in survival. Organizations like Childhope and the Consuelo Foundation do what they can, but even they say it's not enough. A country that is staunchly Catholic hasn't turned a blind eye to the plight of street children. The problem has been in its crosshairs for years, and it's not going anywhere. To help the street children, go to our website for a link to Childhope Asia Philippines. Now, tomorrow night, we will tell you about a Hawaii business that is on a mission to help the street children. Jim Mendoza, KGMB9 News.